everybody. So I'm back in Bangalore this time. If you were following me on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook, you would have seen that I've had a little bit of a contest for the people in Bangalore. So Roshni Srivastav here is our winner. Hello.
Hi.
So she's our winner and she gets a very quick makeover. Now if you look at our table, we've got just a few products. One foundation, one concealer. I'm going to use just one eyeshadow, one eye pencil, just one of everything. It's going to be a very quick 5-minute makeup. Now, the reason I picked a 5-minute makeup, it's going to be young and fresh, because that's what Roshni liked. She liked the wedding series, which I'd done with my friend Maya. And why did you like it?
I think it was really easy to follow firstly,
Right.
and for someone like me or anyone who's a student, who's a beginner in the world of makeup, and especially for a wedding to do their own makeup, the techniques you used and the tools and even the products were really simple and easy to follow, and it was so fresh and young actually. Yeah.
Thank you. So, if you like it like that, very quick technique and a simple method and simple products, this is for you. Let's begin. So now I started with just opening up the gap on the face between the eyebrows. She had a bit of a unibrow which I've gotten rid of, so the canvas is now open. I'm going to start by prepping the skin with some moisturizer. So this is Kiehl's oil-free ultra gel. I'm going to ask Roshni to massage that into her face. And then I'm going in with this primer that I found by Bare Minerals called Prime Time. All I'm going to need is one pump, like that. It has a bit of a tint, but this is going to make the skin look far more luminous. Roshni's got fairly healthy skin, soft like a baby. With my Real Techniques foundation brush and Bobbi Brown's skin foundation in the shade 4.5, a little bit of this foundation on my face. Because the skin has a fairly even texture, I'm not really worried about putting too much on the forehead. You could even give that a miss. Now the trick to getting your foundation even right is to have a nice buffing rounded motion. And don't hold the brush too close here because that's going to feel very hard in the face. You see, if I hold it closer, you feel more heavy. If I hold it far, you feel light, right? And the blending is lighter. So you're not moving away too much product that way. So I'm just going to pat and blend. For her under eyes, I'm going to use a concealer by Bobbi Brown in the number 8 called Peach. Just a little bit over there, a little bit over there. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to blend that with my finger, because this is what you can do at home. Pat on the under eyes so you don't move away too much product. So patting inside and then moving your finger outward. You can also give it a gentle rub like so. But remember, rubbing moves away too much product. So patting the concealer in will allow for the product to stay on where it is and blend at the same time. You see the difference? Again, if you're young like Roshni, you don't want to look too caked up, so the less you use, the better it is. Now to set that foundation and concealer, I have a powder here by Inglo. It's a translucent powder, but you could really use any brand. I'm going to take any brush, a little bit of a powder, and just rub that across the face very gently. Now this should have taken you 2 minutes. We still have another 3 minutes to do the rest of the face. I'm going to next move in with, this is an eyeshadow palette I found recently by Too Faced. It's called The Return of Sexy. I guess they were talking about us?
Maybe yes.
Maybe yes. Roshni's parents, please take note. So The Return of Sexy. Now I'm using this little khaki gold over here called Ingenue. Is that it? Ingenue. Which means I think ingenuine. I don't know. Okay, no, but it doesn't. Whatever. So I'm going to take that with my finger. Okay, dust off the excess and just pat that on to the middle of the eye, taking the same finger and blending it towards the outer corners of the eyes. Here and here. There we go. Now, in keeping with this youthful character of the makeup, this is a pencil by MAC called Sour Puss. Ooh. I didn't know about this name, sorry. But Sour Puss it is. It's quite a nice fresh lime green. Would you wear this green? It's a happy color.
I mean, if I had to go and buy it myself, I
Yeah.
would never have any.
Okay, well,
it looks really fresh.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'm really excited to see how it looks on me.
Okay, I was intending on using this on the top of the eye, but because it says kajal, it's safe to use on the inside of the eye. So let's use it on the inside of the eye. Maybe that'll be a little different. So I'm going to take this green, ask Russian to look up. So I'm just going to put that kajal in the inside of the eye right there. Okay. I like green against brown eyes. It really shows up quite well. Okay. I like that green. Then I'm going to take this Givenchy's mascara and just ask it to look up and just coat the bottom lashes a little bit like so. Yeah, this is so that we get rid of all of those little tiny green clumps that were latched on in the middle of the hairs from the liner. She's got lovely lashes. Okay. Now with this palette, I also have a pencil by Too Faced. It's a waterproof eyeliner called Perfect Eyes. So I've never used this before. I'm going to draw a tiny eyeliner from the outside to the middle of the eye just to give it a bit of a lift and definition. Just right there. Very soft wing. And with the other side, the smudger side, I'm going to just smudge that a fair bit. And then with the blending side of the brush, I'm just going to smudge that. And then with my finger, I like to give this a little bit of a flick right there. It softens the edge. Nice. There we go. With my trusty old friends, Laguna and Casino, I'm going to bronze and contour her face here. So I'll start with the lighter Laguna. And from the top of the ears up until right here. You see the portion between the mouth and the nose, and stop at the mid cheek. So from here all the way across like that. Taking the product and just drawing a line back and forth so we blend as we go. I like layering the deeper shade over a lighter shade because it sort of blends even more seamlessly. Now I'm going in with the deeper shade, which is Casino. By itself this might have looked too strong against her color. So I'm just using that over Laguna. And then I'm going to pick this with a very tiny brush and draw two very thin lines on either side of the nose. If you do have a wide nose like Oshni does, this is a trick for you. Okay, so a thin line there and another thin line on this side. So what it's essentially doing is creating shadows on the side of the nose, making the bridge that much more sharper. And you can do the same thing to the jawline. A little bit there. A little bit there. For blushes, I have this little palette I've put together from Inglot. I don't really know of the colors because I had them written down here, but they're all, it's called the Freedom Palette blushers. The numbers seem to be wiped off. I'd say use any fresh pink because, or like me, you can just take your brush and swivel it around whatever you have. So that's a very unique color that only you can create. And smile. On the apples of the cheek is where this blush will go. And now she looks like a happy camper. I really love blush. I call myself the blush whore because I do love blush and I recommend it. So if you like being a blush whore like me, you might want to put on some excess. Now we're going to take a lash color and ask her to open her eyes but look down at her feet. I'm going to go close to the lash line. You might just feel like it's pinching, but I'll try my best not to. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So press, 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 press. There, look at that. Big, open, beautiful almondy Indian eyes. And to seal that shape in place, I've got a mascara by Yves Saint Laurent. This is a waterproof mascara. Just going to ask her to look down at her feet and coat that from side to side. Can you hear the birds outside? Now I'm at my hotel in Bangalore. This is Kumar Krupa Road, and this is the Lalit, Ashok Lalit. It used to be called the Ashok, but now it's bought over by the Lalit.
It's right opposite the Bangalore golf course.
It's opposite the golf course. So you can hear the lovely birds. I saw this sort of fight outside the balcony this morning between it was like an eagle and a kite, and they were just screeching all over the place. Working that mascara. I did plan on using false lashes on her, but her lashes are so beautiful she doesn't really need it at all. So I'm going to skip the falsies. And even her brows are perfect. There's no gaps, there's nothing I need to correct there. So I'm going to leave that as it is. I am going to take my green liner and just go with one more quick layer of kajal. Look up again. You can switch to black kajal for the evening. And for the day you can wear lighter colors like this. Now these pencils, just make sure that they are kajals, that they're meant to be worn inside your eyes. And for lips, I'm going to use a very quick, it's called a long wearing lipstick by Too Faced called Melted. This shade is Melted Fig. Now it's got like a soft spongy applicator. So you press that, and if it were hers, I'd put it directly on her lip, but it's not. So I'm going to take it with my finger, ask her to smile, quickly smack your lips, keep massaging. See, I love the complementary colors. There's a lovely lilac, it's quite fresh, very different. Everybody wears pink and peach and reds. This is really nice. It's a nice, happy young spin against that beautiful lime green. So maybe a little more color. Up, dark face, lovely, just a bit darkness. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is take my kajal pencil and just draw a little bit of a definition only on the outsides of the eyes. This is only because we want drama and you want drama. Just a little bit of liner right there, and then blend that in with fingers. See? And there we have it. This is a very quick 5-minute makeup tutorial. I'm going to give Roshni a mirror now for a quick look. Hold it at a distance first. See? Would you wear that green?
I would definitely wear that green.
It's so pretty, right? Your eyes look so brown.
I would never have bought that green.
And what about the lip?
I've never bought such a shade of so dark pink and red color.
But it's different, right?
And it's so pretty, and it's just so light and fresh. I mean,
Yeah.
doesn't really look like a whole lot of layers of makeup on your face.
And this is pretty much everything. I mean, if I were doing an actress, this is what I do. So, yay! Any directors watching? Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial from Bangalore. I'll give Roshni a big tight hug from all of you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elton.
You're welcome.
Like, it still hasn't something yet, but thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you, Roshni's sister, for being here and holding the camera for me. All my love to the both of you. And don't forget to like us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. My handle is eltonjfernandez. Stay subscribed, stay tuned, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I kind of live two parallel lives as an artist.
Okay.
It's a double role of sorts. So on one hand, I do a lot of work with art and technology. So I work with pulse sensors and brainwave readers and breath sensors to create interactive art installations around the world.